Welcome back to the FSL Showdown. We're back for our fourth game, but it feels like our seventh game considering how long that last game took. 20-18 between Team 1 and Team 5. We're now on to Team 2 and Team 3. The likes of Kohaibi, Iceberg, Lorcos, Baby TZ, and Gwen versus Britzy, Chloe, Muffin, Margot, and DRX Wolves. That's going to be on Breeze. And so this is going to be over towards the the beaches where we all wish to be but can't go to because outside's still dangerous. So we'll just go there via in-game like we all do to escape our real-life problems, shall we?
Oh! I'm gonna give you some head pats back there, Igor, but for now, again, I kind of agree with your sentiments, because, again, we're also, like, introverts, so, we don't really know how to socialize with other people. But then, of course, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead into our agent selections here for teams 2 and 3. So we're gonna go into the map Breeze. As Jaeger has mentioned here, Kohaibi will be using the Sova if this were to be locked in. Iceberg will be using the Chamber, Gwen for the Viper, Baby TZ as the Duelist once again, really doing wonders for the previous game. Lore caused the Sage from the Icebox, now Arena from Breeze. I've been seeing some Chamber users in towards our respective teams. It looks like it's very popping off and working well with them. And for the other side, for Team 3, quite similar, only the difference as they have 2 Sentinels to work with here. They have the Cypher and the Chamber and the Sova, so they have a lot of information happening here. But Drools, I don't know how to pronounce it, please correct me if I'm wrong, will be using the Sky instead, which is more viable to say the least, because having too much of the Sentinel may not really work out for the team. So Muffin will be sticking with the Jet. Oh, it looks like they will still be sticking to a double duelist lineup. This is a similar lineup, I guess, that they had from the previous map, if I'm not mistaken. Only the difference is instead of a Viper, there was an Astra and a Killjoy and whatnot. But you know what? I think it's all different. But with that being said, we all already seen our respective lineups, and it is a mirror match for both sides. Ooh, interesting. They have a similar take on how they take Breeze, which is nice.
I think at this point, if there's any place where Chamber has to be a mainstay, it is on Breeze, because all of your utility has no limit to how far away from it you have to be, so you get information whenever they cross those, as well as for flanking when you're on the attacker side. You can have those down and provide that information, as well as because those teleporters, they give you a fast rotation in between those sites. So it's very important to have that Chamber. Viper, obviously, it's a big map, you need big smokes, and that is exactly what she provides. Sova for the information, Jet, of course, because you need an operator player to cover both sides, and because you got the Chamber as well, you can go for the double AWP setup, and then you've got the Reyna because that flash can cover the entirety of the site as long as you can see the flash. So those are pretty basic picks that you do need when it comes to Breeze, and it looks like Team 3 want to head towards the A site.
Indeed. So right now, oh, the drone. Okay, let's see. The drone was able to spot out some in towards double doors. That's going to be a recon build from Jules as well. See, some utilities are thrown in here. A lot of misplays here, but still managed to get the job done. All equalize it to a 3v3. Now we do see some low health here, but will be healed momentarily. But right now, this is post-plant position, so they can just really catch them off guard. But Lorcos will be taking Margot down. Lorcos is not going to expect duels from a closer range, and beautiful right click there to really start off the game.
2 players left alive. It does mean that a couple of them won't be buying too much on this round, and Chloe actually buys up the Spectre. I think Chloe has been picking Chamber every game so far, and by every I mean 2, so perhaps it's a reflection of her current role with Enigma Galaxy. We are getting a bit of a teaser for what's to come for the later seasons of FSL, and back over towards the A site yet again. Up goes the wall, and they have put 4 players here stacked in the A site. And let's see if they have any more progress than they did in the first round.
Indeed. So again, they're doing the similar tactic that they've done earlier, but let's see if there are some changes here. Do take note that there's the gun difference this time around in round number 2. So beautiful first play coming from Muffin here to start off the round. Again, beautiful spray transfer there after getting that cloud burst down. Make it a third here, and Britzy just takes 2 as well in an off angle, getting that flawless round. Really good, but this time in this third round, we do see Team 2 have better weaponry. So let's see if they are able to shake things up, because again, there is a certain difference when you like have that gun advantage as well. So right now this could be a bonus round for Team 3 at the moment, since they are using the weapons that they've used previously.
Good way to counter when you have this weapon disadvantage. You play close angles, which means you wall off any long range situations in this B side, and there's a lot of close angles here because of the 4 pillars inside of the side. Iceberg just holds his angle. Looks like he disconnected for a second there. Muffin and Brits are going to take down Iceberg and Kahibi, and that is going to be the 3 versus 4, and that's the spike going down with some upgrades as well for weaponry. You see the Phantom in the back of the site, so just has to turn around and pick it up. Baby TZ looking for a head to present itself, but no targets to be found just yet. Gwen will find rolls though, and Baby TZ gets shut down. Britzy and Chloe using those Spectres for 1 versus 2, alone at the back of the site, and Britzy another triple kill. And my goodness, Britzy doing such a good job with these short-range weapons, and that is going to be a conversion against all of these long-range rifles, against the better weaponry and damage as well. The Spectres have reigned supreme in that particular round, and this time it's going to be Team 2 buying up a couple of marshals, a couple of sheriffs to try and even out the scoreline, perhaps do some more economic damage. But Team 3, they'll be happy with these first 3 rounds.
Let's remind them who
Indeed. And again, like it was I guess it's more of a timing as well for the side of Team 3 that really had their advantage. Baby TZ, however, will be starting this off with a Marshall kill. Not going to be another, as Muffin spots her out very fast, but with the Bucky on the face, Iceberg gets Muffin down for a trade. 3 versus 3 to equalize the board. Iceberg still being very stealthy, but Margot takes the kill before Kohibi can go for the trade. That's gonna be a Viper spit coming from Britzy. Uses the toxins here, but the spike is still going to plant. I'm not sure where exactly the toxin like went down, but still, the fact that it didn't really deplete their health, I can assume that it's not it didn't hit them. So we do see that recon ball. Kohibi will be taking Britzy down. Gwen with a trade, and this time they were able to win out their first point here, which is the 4th round. But that's also a thrifty round, so really nice.
Yeah, that is well played. With considering the weapons they had, and that is gonna reset the economy for Team 3. So both of them will be buying into this round properly. Lowcogs taking a little while to buy up, but there you go. 4 Vandals and a Phantom. We do have the operator in the hands of Chloe, and they do want to hit the A site again. So a little bit more presence towards mid, towards the B site, and playing very passively inside of A. Wall goes up at the start of the round. Out comes the blind, and Chloe being very careful, dancing around that flash, or rather that blind. And Kahibi going to be checking mid, but they will have full control. There are some traps on the flank as well, if Baby TC pushes any further forward.
Again, they're just really taking advantage of them really dominating A, at least. But Iceberg will be taking Muffin down, so that's a good way to start in terms of manpower. That's a very nice, an interesting shot card as well. Iceberg will be depleting some amount of health for Margot, but does look away for a sec, but still is able to get that kill and reflect it through. That's gonna be an op kill, not gonna be an op kill at least. Oh, now there is, and Britzy also goes with a crossfire. Oh, and Iceberg takes 3, going to miss the shot.
Oh!
Ooh, and that was unfortunate. Could have just bought some time here, at least for Chloe. But is there time? There is time. 1.85 seconds. Let's go. And that's a clutch for the side of Team 2.
It's a free operator for Iceberg to pass over to Baby Cheesy as well. And a nice attempt from Chloe to try and clutch that out, but Iceberg, a 4K, brilliant job on that retake, making sure to isolate every fight, and that should have been the double peak as well from Chloe and Draws as well. 3 and 2 now, and they look like they want to hit the B site. This is how they converted the anti-eco round into a full gun round, and they could perhaps do it again here, but they actually take control towards elbow. Looks like they want to take control of tunnel and try and split this B site properly.
Indeed. So this time they kind of take a little bit of a site in mid.
Here.
So they're opting for B, that's for sure. So we do see
Oh.
Gwen denies that. Baby T's as well with an op as well. Beautiful reposition, just in the perfect crosshair placement. Margot will be taking a trade. Laura Cause for the refrag. Muffin as well with the kill of her own, make it a 2K. Who gets to be the better judge? It's going to be Baby T's. Ready, because the timing wasn't in favor of Muffin as she was reloading, and Baby TZ already spots her out. And that is enough to equalize the board in towards our sixth round. Sixth round. There you go. Math gober.
Well, they do have the operator still in their hands. Not too much damage was done there. Nice attempt from Margot, but it's starting to look a little bit one-sided. Team 2 really, ever since those weapons came out, they've been looking very dominant. So Margot going to be pushing towards the double doors. Loco has already found first kill. There's Loco trying to find another as well, taking full advantage of that position. Kahaibi going to be swinging in and getting a kill as well. And just one by one, they are being picked apart by Team 2. And that is going to be it. A fast round, an anti-eco, and the lead taken by Team 2.
Slowly but surely, they say. But again, it's still too early since this is quite still a close scoreline. And we do see operators for both sides of our Jets. So let's see if they're... or who gets like the better kills here, and as well because at least for Team 3 they've been capitalizing a site just because they know that they still have the potential advantage. It just kind of faltered a bit into the previous round wherein they weren't able to really go for that post plant as intended to be. So that's going to be a beautiful start for Baby TZ to take down Chloe. And then another cloudburst here to at least try and fake out the reposition. Muffin for the trade takes down Iceberg from Cave as well. So our respective Jets got their op kills, but a bit of an advantage here as the Sova was able to take down the Reyna earlier. That's a smoke, but Britzy, no better, takes it down. Maybe it takes one to no one, as they say. Uses the metal doors just to take it down. Man, right, metal doors. I call it the events. Because Among Us. Anyway, and right now we do see Baby TZ, despite falling down off the ground, was able to take the Sova down. Kohai before another kill of her own, and Baby TZ to secure it, equalizing our scoreboard once again.
Oh no, that's
Toxic?
too shallow. He just has to hold. She just has to hold. There you go. Another round in favor of Team 2. Britzy just underestimating the distance that Snakebite had to travel. And my goodness, just such fast responses coming in from Team 2. They are well in charge of things and really showing their dominance on this defender's side. The confidence to just hold on to that. As soon as you see the Snakebite drop, you knew exactly who was going to be in favor of that round. So back over towards the A site here for Team 3. And perhaps a little more awareness for where that spike is.
Take flight.
And right now get another drone to see if there is anyone in the vicinity. Get whips of it, but still this could be their portal of entry. That's gonna be a Viper spit as well for Britzy. Iceberg takes Muffin down, liking how BTC just goes for these op shots, potentially, hitting someone in the process because she doesn't have ult yet. Beautiful tap by Iceberg as well, but is not going to see Chloette in the process, and Big Gwen just gets that 3k really smoothly and gets their 6 point now. Looks like it's starting to really show a better direction for the side of Team 2.
Already at the halfway mark for this first half for Team 2. 6 rounds in their favor. Will we see Team 3 even things out like we did in our last game? It's hard to tell, especially considering how well Team 2 have been playing so far. Kahaibi with Operator in hand. It's a rare sight, but it is a welcome one. Kahaibi, of course, very talented regardless of the weapon. And Team 3, they are sitting on those pistols. Not an ideal situation, but I think those were the hands baby TZ because she wanted to push forward. And, well, if you'd given an operator to them, that could have been a winning formula. Chloe immediately destroying both the operator and the drone that it came from. And Chloe, pushing forward, is going to get shut down by Lorcos. Muffin, meanwhile, clearing out the A site. That spike can go down. But so far, this buy from Team 3 is working wonders.
One enemy remaining.
Indeed, and Britzy, beautiful headshot there from the flank. And only Lorcas as the remaining member here has to watch out for 3 people. Take note. And Britzy does have... Britzy does have the spike there. Lorcas will be taking Muffin down. This should be an opportunity for them to get that double peek. The spike has been planted. Uses the Empress here. And it kind of really works out in her favor. Lorcas can have the potential clutch here. Denying a potential 4th point. Spots out the cave. Fakes out the defuse, but an off angle. It's... Oh! And Britzy just takes that headshot from behind. And I can't really blame Margot. Was that Margot back there? Was that Margot? Was I right? Was my name right? Oh no, it's Lorcas. I can't really blame Lorcas back there simply because like you would expect like since it's a Viper, right? So you can't expect like a lineups to happen through. But Britzy here from Pyramid at least, she came from there.
There was also information given that Britzy was using the Marshall, so you'd expect a long-range angle, but a close-range headshot with a Marshall, that's the last thing you expect.
And I feel like there's going to be some retribution that's gonna happen here at any time, but right now both Vipers are actually off the board here as they trade it all up, so we won't be seeing any smokes or toxins at least for this round. Margot already spotting out Iceberg in towards double doors, uses the Leer first to deny vision, but liking the discipline that he decides to back off, and Margot just win that battle against Lorcas. The shock dart as well was able to spot out baby TZ from A site. They are already planting on B site, so that's a little bit of a whiff coming in from Margot, and Kohaibi takes advantage of that. 3v3 to equalize the board. This is going to be a full-on retake for Team 2.
Slow retake from inside the tunnel, but the kills are coming in for the side of Team 3. Bring it back to the 2 versus 2. The Sova versus the Sova, the Jet versus the Jet. Baby TZ will find Muffin. Jules knows where both of them are. And straight onto it. Oh my goodness,
push.
you are not far enough away. Can't switch over to the weapon fast enough, and that is going to be a 7th round for Team 2.
Oh, I like it how Team 2 is just really disciplined on how they can take full retakes. They don't want to go in towards the site without waiting for the other team. If you notice that they kind of really group together first, again, because there are potential casualties that are going to happen, they would want to really opt for that refrag or the crossfires, and it's really working well for them. And their clutches too, that is going to come from their respective duelists, are doing wonders. It's as if that they, even though that they place themselves in the most like predictable positions, the fact that they can still manage to work it out, and whenever they do reposition, it comes really in time with the next agent that they're about to face. it's really working wonders for Team 2.
Baby TZ, such a difficult player to play against. And all the timing, just as she moves her crosshair away from the entrance. I'm not sure what caused the look away there, but that probably saved the life of the Sova in that particular situation. Gahaibi making her way up onto the stairs. This is the crossfire that's so difficult to fight when you're entering the site unless someone takes metal for you. Baby TZ finding Chloe. There's Margot. One tap there by Lorco. There, Baby TZ. Just point blank finding the kills. Gahaibi, the double kill with the Hunter's Fury. An 8-4, a good half from Team 2, but Team 3, they can salvage this. 4 rounds on your attacker side on a map that can be defender sided. Well, there is definitely the potential for that comeback.
Exactly, but again, with these taps that are happening with Team 2's respective duelists, specifically Lorcos and Kohai, it's really, really asserting their dominance right here. So this time they are on the attacker side, so let's see what kind of approach that they're going to do, because at least from what I've noticed from the attacker side of Team 3, they didn't really use metal as much. And metal here, at least on my opinion, whenever I try to, play with Breeze or whatever Breeze comes out as the map selection, metal can be quite tedious to work with, especially if you know when to use the specific area of the map. So right now we're going to start it once more with the A. So they do have a similar start, at least for the pistol round. A different approach though, because right now I'm seeing the Team 2 kind of has a delayed push. Britzy wasn't able to deny that recon bolt, so she may be forced to reposition. But look, they're forcing out these utilities against Team 3. So if these utilities are out, maybe later once they actually enter the site, they don't, I mean, at least for side of Britzy, won't be able to, actually have any much more to use. And that could really work in the favor of Team 2. But then again, it depends on how they're going to position themselves.
This is a slow push. Britzy's being very careful. Actually, not being careful at all. Peeking out by herself, trying to do some early damage. Britzy is going to find a kill, though, and pushing through Baby TZ. The confidence to try and go for that play is a nice attempt, but 1 versus 3 now. Looking to finish it off. There it is. That is going to be the first round in favor of Team 3, and this could be the start of
something new.
Again, no.
Do you not like your High School Musical?
I like it a fair enough amount, but it wasn't where I was going with that point. Oh well.
Well, again, at least I mean, we've been saying this on multiple occasions that anything can still happen once the sides have been flipped, right? So it's just up to these teams on how they're going to play their cards. And here, because Team 3 was able to win their pistol round, and looking at it, they both the first and second half, they were able to win that pistol. So I guess this could be, again, this could be very beneficial for them, especially that they do have better weapon right now. Margot will be taking Baby TZ first, Iceberg for the trade, Chloe as well, and Kohaibi was able to take that Spectre off, but with a whiff, Margot just takes advantage of that fact. Only 2v3 now. Take note, Iceberg is also brink of health, uses the teleport, and is going to whiff, but Margot still gets that sheriff shot, and it's only up to Iceberg, but she is being cornered from behind as well. That's going to be the defuse. Has to force it all out, but Muffin still gets the kill regardless. And 8-6 in our scoreboard. We've seen this similar situation, and it's very much possible that it can happen again.
Money really not coming in for Team 2. The force buys not working out. The money left behind, nothing to brag about. Britzy, who has been incredible with the Marshall, is going to be pulling it out yet again. And they are going towards the B site for Team 2. Where's that wall go up? I'm guessing it goes up towards thin wall. They want to try and isolate the fights with the short range players inside of the side. Low cost, making sure no one is pushing down, and Baby TZ missing a shot towards the chamber there. But they do want to take control of tunnel and this defense. Margot is going to find Loco, and that is going to discourage Iceberg from pushing any further forward. Going to put a trap down instead to make sure they don't push from behind. Muffin, great timing on the repeat inside of the site as Chloe gets to good position as well. Gwen is going to find the one, and Baby TC going to find another, but this is a 1 versus 3, and you're asking for a little bit too much. 1 bullet left, has to switch to the pistol, 45 HP, jumping around the corner. Great shot to Margot, but Britzy is going to find the kill with a snake bite. They do manage to find 3 kills in that round, to be fair, but there is going to be a full rifle buy from Team 3 here, and the same can be said for Team 2.
Exactly, and right now just one more round and we're going to see a tie once again. We're stuck with 8 to say the least again, so it looks like 8 would be the lucky number for the first day of this showdown here. And right now, unless of course I jinx it, you know, anything can happen, but here at least for the sides of team 2 and 3, and any team can still win this. So so far we haven't seen team 2 yet actually utilize a B site fully. They've been starting it out with A, creating that presence, getting that delayed push, or maybe going in towards mid but still going back towards A. So right now I'm pretty interested to see if they are going to go for that said rotate, which I think they are, because again they've made presence in A, so that alone at least can have enough of an impression that, oh, maybe they're going A. But with this silence that's been going on, or the idle moment, it also is safe to assume that they are rotating towards B, because they don't really find anyone at this point. So they were able to plant down that spike. Chloette was able to spot out one. Will be detected by the recon bolt, so at least they also have another area to watch out for. Jules was able to spot out Kohaibi. That's gonna be a shock dart. Has to be prepared. Chloette takes one. Kohaibi for the trade from B main. Chloette will be taking her second kill. Iceberg to refrag. Margot and Baby TZ the only... Oh, no, not Baby TZ. Oh, actually, it's Baby TZ. Yeah, I was right. I was right. Was able to take down one, and Iceberg was able to clean that up for the crew, getting their 9-7. 9 point.
I have money.
That was a that took a lot of utility and a lot of ults to make that happen. But Baby TZ and Iceberg still have their ults available. Those are eco ults, so you can go into a round where you perhaps lost a couple in a row. Then Iceberg and Baby TZ could bring out Blade Storm and a Tour de Force, and well, Tour de Force with Chloe going to come out early on as well. So that B site is covered just by herself. Out comes Icebergs as well. Spots the first. He could be looking for that second. Muffin, brave to repeat that jump down and then back up again. Muffin TZ's already the wrong way. Baby TZ low on HP, still finds the head onto Britzy. And there is a spike going down already. The 2-man advantage, despite low HP for some of these players. And there's going to be a Viper's Pit as well to take full control of this site. Out comes a couple of shock darts. Baby TZ finds Muffin. And one by one, they are losing these players. Chloe is going to find Baby TZ, but Baby TZ has already done so much damage.
Last player standing.
So much damage indeed, and they were able to really switch things up just like that. But Chloette really still creating a statement here. Takes 3. Iceberg here is going to take that one. That's going to be the recon bolt as well. Not going to fake it though, as Kohaibi will be securing this round for the team. Gets that 10 point. Ooh, but is going to being taken down by that spike. But still, I think they still have money to buy it up. But that's going to be in the replay here. So Chloe was able to isolate the fights accordingly. Takes that one peek, make it another. Also taking down Iceberg because of that timing, and takes it a 4K. But here, I think the plan of Chloe was to take it a half and try to take a peek there. And that timing didn't really work on her favor because Kohaibi was able to peek just in time when she was about to stand up.
Fritzy taking a long range spray. Not gonna connect though.
There.
And oh, what a shot from Margot! Just one taps Lorco from a distance. Iceberg can't really do anything about that. Can't get a trade or anything. Now comes the drone and does confirm Iceberg's position, but I think they still want to commit to this A site, and perhaps not. Or perhaps they do. I mean, they keep switching around positions, but I think perhaps trying to sell a fake or just trying to get the right timing on this in case there's any more utility coming out of Team 3.
Again, we are. I think they're back to having that delayed push once again. This angle has been. This has been a repetitive thing. That's gonna be a dash in, kind of misses off for both sides of the team. But Margot does take Gwen down in an off angle, as well as Baby TZ, who were preoccupied in looking in towards Psycho High before the trade. Iceberg will whiff a bit, but still gets the job done. Kohibi as well with that frag capabilities. Now they're already looking in a different direction.
Oh!
And Muffin with the beautiful clutch there gets Iceberg from metal and just quickly transitions herself to the sides. And just like that, she was able to clean it up, taking that 7th point.
Yeah, very important there because Margot did such a good job at the very start. The fact that it came down to a 1 versus 2 in favor of Team 2 is, I mean, that should never have happened after that huge play from Margot. But Muffin, she's there just to finish off the round, and a good job done as well. But they can't rely on that Blade Storm again for at least for a little while. And 2 rounds still separate these two teams. I'm not going to be winning that first fight as the Sheriff rings through a headshot onto Margot.
Oh, getting a bit intense here, but Team 2 was able to at least get the man advantage. If ever so that Baby TZ isn't actually been taken down in the process. So I did mention earlier that they haven't been using metal this time, but from the previous one, Iceberg was able to use that. Britzy, quick on her feet, was able to spot out the Reyna. Oh, actually it was the chamber instead, but Gwen was able to take that Sheriff shot down, all making it more advantageous for them.
Oh, Lorco, another headshot. Seems to be the absolute queen of double doors when it comes to having a Sheriff in hand. And Muffin just got lit down to 50
30 seconds
on the other
left.
side of Tunnel. And in a 1 versus 4, Muffin wants to avoid the HP penalty for running through the wall. Has to use an updraft. So many positions to check here. Iceberg is waiting for that position. Good shot from Muffin to catch Iceberg. Low
The
HP for Viper and Jet.
Reflexes of Muffin is it's as if plus 100 in towards her stats, and Muffin here may just go for some exit frags here. She does only have 11 HP to work with, so despite having Gwen and Baby TZ low on HP, there is still Lorco for that kill, taking it on the 3rd. And take note, it's a thrifty.
You cannot peek Lorco from double doors. 'Cause
Yeah.
apparently she will shut you down, and that's been proven 3 times in 1 round. So 11-8, and 2 rounds from closing out. There's no way this is gonna be a 13-8. From closing out this 4th game for today. There's an ode in the hands of Baby TZ.
Don't jinx it. You know, we've been through this, right? We said that it's not gonna be a 13-8, and guess what? It's a 13-8. So you know, let's let them, you know, do the flow. It's gonna be an interesting feat. Baby TZ, like, at least in my opinion, went to the dark side, you know, and went for that Odin. It's gonna be a dash in, spotting out rules in towards behind Pyramid. Iceberg is gonna take 1, make it another. I think this Odin is just meant to be as a distraction at this point, you know, just to create these noise. And Britzy being in double doors once again. They did mention that Lorco is very much godlike in towards double doors, but with her gone, let's see if
Oh,
it makes the change. Oh, but Britzy still survive with a low break of health, and Margot is gonna spot out Gwen.
long range frenzy.
And the dream, let's go. But will be sprayed down by Baby TZ with the Odin, and only Britzy, the only member alive, will be spotted. They may go for the hunt at this point. These two of them are low on HP. Oh, Baby TZ is just on a rampage at this point with this Odin, and secures it as well to get that match point.
Just
Well, even
out of range.
yeah, even though like, let's say Baby TZ wasn't able to take down Britzy, I think she doesn't have enough time to defuse this spike. So either way, oof. I
That
told
was
you.
pretty
I
much
told you.
confirmed. 12 and 8 weapons available for Team 3. They do have the operator as well, and I mean this is probably the best buy in quite a while now. Perhaps we can find ourselves on a 12-9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Muffin's holding such a close angle. The operator
Oh!
missed shot.
The bravery, but the Odin and the dream goes in towards side, spots out Muffin, but Muffin shuts her down. What a brave heart. And the quick reflex is coming in from this woman. Takes another one in towards backside. Make it a third here. Peeking one by one. And Marco will also take a kill row. Spots out Gwen. Will be missing that shot. Gwen takes the trade, takes that 5%. But it is a 2 versus 1. But Jules was able to shut her down. And looks like 8 to 13 is not going to happen. And it's now 9 to 12.
There you go. There you go.
There
I
you
said
go.
it wasn't going to be, and that's exactly what happened. So, well,
What do you mean? You can never tell.
that's exactly what I said. I said it's not going to be a 13-8. Watch it happen.
You can never tell. You can never tell. You were wrong the first time. So you can't blame me. Anyway.
Never wrong in my life, ever.
Oh, wow.
Muffin, brilliant job there. Just putting my words into actions. And a nice attempt from Gwen there to try and clutch that one out. But, oh my, what is this buy?
Oh, they went to the dark side. I am speechless. I am speechless. This is a very interesting buy from Team 2 at the moment. Let's see. They're using the drones to get up some information. At least from that spray down, I think Kohibi may have an idea on where it was, to say the least. Just so that others can just go for the spray down. But this is making it all too difficult. Baby TZ, however, does have the Blade Storm ready. But her weapon is an Odin. Actually, all of them mostly has an Odin, I think. But this is such an interesting shakeup. They're using this Odin to create presence for them to rotate, but Muffin here shuts them down. Looks like Muffin here is also creating a statement that it's not just Lorco who's doing so well in towards double doors.
They found my trap.
Oh, Chloe. Yeah,
30
has to get around the corner.
seconds
Not really using her rendezvous much, I have to
planted.
say. Like, there's a lot of situations there where just using a rendezvous would give her the space to get away, but more often than not, we're seeing her just running away, like, manually. Chloe will be winning that fight out against Baby TZ, though. Post plants are outside of the site. Oh, missed shot there from the chamber as well, and a Fury straight onto the site. Great shot from Iceberg, but Muffin, an even better response. And missed shots, my goodness. What a spray down there to finish things off. 13-9, and Team 2 are going to be getting themselves another win.
Indeed, again. So that is also, as you mentioned, another point in their name. And looking at the post stats real quick, ACS of Baby TZ 275, KDF 23, 14-4. Muffin as well too. So basically their respective duelists really done their part here, as well as Go Highway and Iceberg, topping off that charts, making it a top 4 of this match. They're doing really well, but you have to commend Iceberg as well for that huge amount of first bloods there, taking 6 on her name, which is really quite amazing. And although we did see some moments to shine for the other members, you can really see that there was a certain amount of disparity, and there was some amount of plays that was unexpected, or sometimes didn't really, or wasn't anticipated by them. But still, at the end of the day, we did see that Team 2 was able to work things out for them. And again, it may not be a 13-8, but it was a 13-9. So congratulations on that,
Well, there you go. And that is going to be the 4th game. We do have the 5th coming up next. Team 5 versus Team 4. And that is going to be on Haven. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a short break. And make sure you guys stick around because we'll be right back for the 5th game.